Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a Chit Chat Get Ready With Me style video. I know that some people are not super into these, but some people are. And I'm one of those people. I forgot my moisturizer. Son of a bitch. So today I'm going to have a cheat meal. I know that doesn't sound like a lot to a lot of people, but to me, it's a big deal. I'm gonna eat pizza and crepes. This is my go-to meal, okay? It's either ramen or crepes or pizza and crepes. And I know you might think none of those go together. Well, we don't eat them together. But basically what we do is we have this really awesome pizza place. It takes a while for us to drive there, but it's so worth it. This amazing pizza place that we go eat at. And also there is an amazing crepe place that has such good crepes. Oh my God, so good. So we're gonna go eat that. And then we're gonna, actually before we do that, we're gonna go jump on trampolines. I talked to you guys about this maybe like a month ago or so, how we went and we jumped on trampolines for fun one day. Like Zach and I were kind of pissy with each other, and then we went and jumped at this trampoline place and had so much fun that it lets your childlike side out, and I enjoy that so much. So today we are going to go do the same. We're gonna go jump on trampolines, and then afterwards we're gonna go eat pizza, and I'm gonna get pepperoni and meatball is this flavor that they have, and I add fresh basil because basil is my everything. One fun fact about me, I love fresh herbs. It's like so weird. When we remodel our kitchen, which I'll talk about in just a moment, I'm going to get a fresh herb garden, like 100%. That sounds like it's gonna make me the happiest lady in the actual world. The smell of fresh herbs, the way they enhance so much in a dish. Like if you cook meat, let's say, and you throw fresh thyme in, it's like instantly 100 times better. If you guys aren't fresh herb cookers, I highly suggest you remedy that. Also, one thing that's really good, now I don't drink lemonade because it's too sugary. I could probably put fake sugar in it, but I don't like fake sugar. But rosemary lemonade, so delicious. It's like, it adds this floral taste to it. Oh, it's so good. So we are actually today also, we're gonna go to a store of some kind. We're gonna like go to a flooring outlet and look at flooring because we are actually starting our remodel. I'm so excited. We had the contractor come over like 3 days ago, and we talked about everything, and he took measurements, and we are officially starting, and we're starting in our kitchen, and I could not be more happy. I honestly can't tell you how ready I am. We've lived in this house since, we've lived here since 2014, and we've done almost nothing to this house. This house was built in the early 20s, so it needs a lot of renovations. It needs a lot of updating, a lot of work. All the rooms are wallpaper, like this room that I'm sitting in right now, pink polka dotted flower wallpaper. We are so ready to fix it. I know I've been talking about this for years, but we were never at a point financially where it made sense, but we've been saving up so much money. I tell you, I don't do anything. I barely ever go on trips. I barely ever do anything. I've saved every penny that I've made from YouTube basically. And it's finally gonna get spent to remodel this damn house. I'm gonna document the whole process, like you bet your ass I am, because this house is so old that the before and after is going to be shocking. It's honestly going to be shocking. Right now we're at this point with our house that we don't quite know what to do for the kitchen. So maybe you guys can let me know. I don't know when this video is going to go up. We may have made our decision before. We are at this point where we don't know if we want to do like quartz countertops, wood floors. I know this is kitchen. A lot of people don't do wood floors in the kitchen, but we were thinking if we did not do wood floors in the kitchen, it might not be warm enough. It might not look like inviting and warm. If it was like tile floors, quartz countertops, and white cabinets, it might just look too sterile. I mean, you can add color in with plants and stuff like that, which obviously we're planning on doing. We're thinking, gosh, do we do wood floor, just like extend, because all rest of the bottom of our house is wood floor anyway. So do we extend the wood floor into our kitchen and then do quartz countertops, or do we do tile floor, wood countertops like butcher block, or do we do all quartz and all tile? It's so hard to choose, and I can't wait to show you guys the before. You guys are gonna be so shocked. It's honestly, it's not like that bad, really it's not. But I mean, it's very, very outdated. I mean, 1930s outdated. Very floral wallpaper everywhere. Very small, closed off rooms, because just things were done so differently. when this house was built, it still looks the same as when it was built. Like the wallpaper's original, the floor's original. When your house is really, really old or really outdated like this, you say things like, anything is going to be better than what we have now. And that is true. Any updates we do are going to look better than it does now. But when you finally get to the point where you're actually making those decisions and you're like, okay, whatever floor we tell the contractor right now, like, this is the floor we're gonna have. It's so much harder because you're like, well, what if I hate this floor in a few years? What if it looks different when it's installed? What if I don't like it? What if I don't like the pattern I chose? What if I don't? Because I look at Pinterest and I see all these, like, you know, houses, and I love the way it looks in their houses, but I don't know if I'm gonna love the way it looks in mine. So it's just really weird. Like, I find myself being really indecisive about things, and I've changed my mind like 500 times. One thing I know for sure is we're doing white kitchen cabinets because I feel like it's just classic. I'm not gonna get like sick of it or grossed out by it or anything. It's just white. I mean, it's gonna be very neutral color palette in the house, and then I'm gonna add my pops of color in with wood and plants and things like that, and like metal and stuff like that to add different texture. So I figure that's how we're gonna go, because I kind of like that mid-century theme with like a ton of plants, lots of natural wood. That's the look that I am going for. So if you guys have any inspo or pictures or anything that you think that I would like, please send them my way. I'm so interested to see other people's progress or remodels or things like that. It's just honestly so interesting to me. Sometimes all it takes is a fresh eye and you're like, oh my God, I never thought of that before. But the kind of style I go for is like the way that it looks when you go into West Elm. Like, that's what I want my house to look like. So easy, right? But yeah, I honestly am so, it's gonna like change my life, I think, because everything has been leading up to remodeling. Everything we do is like, oh, we can't spend money because we're remodeling. Oh, we can't do this because we want to remodel. Once it's done, well, we have a second house that we need to remodel, so maybe not. But once that's done, I feel like it's going to open up so many possibilities. Like, it's really not that big a deal, for crying out loud, it's a house. I'm just lucky I even have a place to live. Anyway, that's still exciting, and I'm really excited to get going with it. And the contractor we picked he seems really nice. I hope he does a good job because I'm gonna go broke after this. I shouldn't be having a cheat day today. I've been doing so good on keto. It sucks because I wouldn't do keto so strongly if it weren't, well, for one, it keeps the weight off of me. But two, it reduces the amount of my headaches by like, I'd say 2/3. I still get cluster headaches, but they're not nearly as severe and they're not nearly as frequent when I eat keto. I mean, it's shocking how much better it makes me feel. I can actually feel a headache coming on right now. As I'm filming this, I'm likely gonna have to take a pill. I woke up feeling kind of off, and I can tell usually right when I wake up in the morning if it's gonna be a cluster headache day. Today feels like that day. I'm gonna have to take a sumatriptan. This is like the 9th one I've had to take this month. BRB. It just makes me feel off. Like, I can't explain it other than it makes me feel kind of tired, kind of like a shell of myself, not in a really bad way. In fact, I'm fine with it because it makes my headache go away. So I'll take anything that makes the pain stop. It just makes me feel a little off. I can't really explain it. It's just really, my skin starts to hurt. So if you've ever taken sumatriptan before, you'll know what I'm talking about likely. Well, that's choppy. I'm using bronzer instead of actual eyeshadow. But this looks like shit. It makes your chest almost hurt. Like, it makes your skin feel, for me, like hypersensitive, and I really hate the way it feels, but also it's just a side effect of knowing I'm not going to be in pain. I take sumatriptan a lot sometimes. It's weird because my headaches go in cycles. So I have atypical cluster headaches. For anybody who cares, just chit chat, get rid of me. But I have atypical ones. So every time my doctor sees me, he's like, God, you're so abnormal with yours, because I don't get them at night, and that's a big symptom of a lot of people who get them, is they get them at night. And I don't wake up during the middle of the night with attacks. I wake up in the morning with them if I'm gonna get them, 100% of the time. Like, I feel my eye in the morning when I wake up. And so I am so atypical, and also the way that I don't get multiple per day. So if I'm gonna get an attack, it's gonna be a long attack. It's going to last until I take my medication. It starts off kind of slow in the morning, which is why one thing I'm really fortunate and thankful for is that I wake up in the morning feeling like I can tell. Like today I can tell because back here in my eye feels painful, and then my neck down here And those are my 2 cluster headache areas. When I get a severe attack that just comes on really fast, my eye will feel like it's exploding out of my face, and my neck gets so bad I have to have Zach like really rub the shit out of my neck so hard that it like hurts me, but it just distracts from the pain. Well, what I learned today was this doesn't blend very well. This is the BH contour palette. It works great for contour. Bronzer. Not so great on my eyes today. Maybe it's the brush, I don't know. I've been able to get my makeup done so much quicker nowadays when I just don't, like when I'm going somewhere, I do not take all the time. I have some people in the comments tell me sometimes like, oh, this makeup looks good on camera, but it looks bad in person, I bet. It really doesn't. I don't know where that whole thing came from. I know that there are different makeup techniques online, and I respect everybody's opinion on whatever they choose to do with their own makeup. If you want to wear like butt shit tons of makeup, go for it. If you want to wear completely natural, radiant, flawless makeup, like I love that too. I have different days for different moods. Like that's what I think is so amazing about makeup, is that one day I want to look completely natural. I wear like a SPF on my face and I go out the door. Some days I wear full glam lashes, glitter, full coverage foundation. It's not linear. You don't have to wear just one style of makeup or one type, or like you don't have to be set in one thing. I saw the other day, somebody, I don't know where it was, but somebody tagged me saying, this makeup artist online told me not to do this style of makeup because it doesn't look good in person. To be honest, you should do what you think looks good in person. I'm just not one of those people who falls into the whole, like, oh, this is based off of drag makeup. This isn't realistic everyday makeup. What's realistic to you is what's realistic to you. Like, it's not realistic to that person. They like supernatural makeup. That's not to say that you can't. You don't have to follow trends and standards and what other people online tell you that you need to wear. Like, if you like wearing glitter and you're 48 years old, wear glitter. You don't have to wear supernatural half lashes and stuff. Like, that's your life. Just wear whatever you want to wear. Just, if you think it looks good, it looks good. I don't know. I don't really know where that whole stigma came from. Like, I see people online being like, oh, YouTube makeup aren't real artists. It's not how it's done on the runway. If we base everything we do off of what people do on the runway, fuck's sake. Like, I can't be bothered. Anybody that's judgmental about anybody else's success or what they like to do in their lives, like I just can't relate. I don't know why anybody else cares, and it generally comes from a place of frustration because they feel like superior, or I don't know. It's just really weird, because to me, as long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't know why anybody gives a shit. It doesn't affect you. I see that all the time online. A lot of people are like, don't do this, don't follow Instagram makeup artists. Why? Who gives a shit? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. What you think looks flattering. It's like opinions on people's beauty. Like, what you may find beautiful in one person, another person may find like absolutely hideous. Some people think these lashes I'm putting on right now are absolutely stunning. Some people think they look stupid. I don't care one way or the other. It's your opinion. It's your life. I think they look kind of stupid too, but I also think they look kind of cool. And I also don't really care, because at the end of the day, like, it's makeup, it comes off, it washes off. It's not some permanent choice you're making. It's just for fun. And I think some people take it way too seriously. Like, but I don't care what somebody thinks of my makeup choices. I'm just having fun. I'm putting on makeup. I'm enjoying myself in the process. I'm just putting on makeup and I'm just having fun doing it. And art is subjective. Makeup is art. It is. I'm painting on my face with different colors and different shapes and different textures and different techniques. And it's like one person's art may be perceived so differently from multiple different people. There are some artists out there who do like squiggly lines on canvas, and somebody will pay $1 million for that squiggly line on a piece of canvas. And whereas I may look at that and be like, what the fuck is this? This isn't art. Somebody else may look at it and think it is a Monet, like the most beautiful piece of art that exists on the face of this earth. And that is why makeup is subjective. So shaming people for their techniques that they like to do, like, who cares if people want to drip oil down their face? People are like, oh, Instagram stuff. Like, I get it. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, gives a fuck. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't care. I don't care what other people do with their lives. It does not personally affect me. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt you. Let them live their life. And I see some people online, like specifically other creators, shitting on other people who do things differently than them. Like saying, Instagram makeup artists. That's like saying Instagram models. Like, people can be successful on platforms that you don't personally understand. So at the Shorty Awards, I went on a rant about this in a video and I never uploaded it because I felt weird about it. But I'm just gonna do it now because I don't really care. Was his name Adam Pally? I can't remember. Unimportant. He's an actor, I guess. He was one of the presenters at the Shorty Awards, and he got up on stage, and so many people were praising him on Twitter, and I just honestly can't fucking relate. But he got up on stage during the Shorty Awards, and he roasted the Shorty Awards and everyone being nominated for their categories. He's like, how stupid is this? Like, Twitch streamer of the year. Don't quit school and do Twitch. Don't do that. And I get what he's saying. He's like saying, don't quit your real human jobs to like do Instagram full time. You're an actor. You pretend to be other people for money. He shit all over people in a lot of different industry. And he was a huge damper on the evening because he took the accomplishments that people have made online and in different things than he can understand, i.e. Twitch streamers, Instagram people, and he shit all over them. I mean, he stood up there for like 20 minutes just shitting over everybody and trying to do it for the name of comedy, but like at the end of it, it was just really rude. And I was there, so I felt the tension in the room. People weren't laughing as much as you think they were, and it was just really super awkward. And I didn't appreciate what he was saying, and he's entitled to his opinion, but I think he picked the wrong time and place to do it. You knew what you were signing up for, I would imagine. You knew what the Shorty Awards were. They tell you what your award you're presenting is. And so to go up there and shit all over anyone who had like received an award or was going to receive an award that evening, even if it's something that you don't find to be valuable, like that's another situation of like, I don't know, I hate to even like just be like, he's just jealous. He just doesn't understand the industry. And he's a good example of like somebody who interjects his opinion on other people's lives based on his own personal bias of feeling like he's better. And it's like the same as a makeup artist over here being like, ugh, Instagram artist. It's like, who gives a shit? Why are you shitting all over people for what they want to do? Because it's not something you personally understand. Well, then move along with your life, little actor. Go live your life. Go pretend to be other people for money. That's the thing. Like, you're not better than somebody else because you chose a different career path than them. Like, it just is what it is. Like, there are people out there who make YouTube videos for money. That's just the way that it works. There are people out there who make musicals and make millions of dollars per year. They literally lip sync to other people's songs. And just because you don't understand it personally doesn't mean that it's not valid and doesn't exist. It's a weird world we live in. There are jobs out there where I'm like, that's a job. It doesn't mean that it's not an important job. It's important to them and it works for them. And that's why so many people like appreciating what, is it Adam Pally? When he said all of that, it showed who he was, not who they were. They're up there celebrating their accomplishments and what they feel excited for, and then he goes up there and shits all over everybody. And this is just one example of somebody feeling like they're better than somebody else in a certain industry. Like, he feels more significant. Like, he must, because otherwise he wouldn't have gone up there and said the shit that he said, right? That wouldn't be the case. He wouldn't go up there and be like, I can't believe I'm up here, 36 years old, giving an award for best YouTuber of the year. Honestly, what world are we living in? Like, to get up there and do that, honestly, was so disgusting, and it showed me who he was a lot, and it showed me I ain't ever watching any of your shitty acting. I know a lot of people really praise Adam Pally for like being so honest and so out there with his thoughts. I didn't find that to be like some honest interpretation. Like, maybe you feel that way, but then why the fuck are you watching the Shorty Awards? That's like hating music and going to the Grammys. What are you doing here? I hate makeup artists. Subscribes to all the makeup artists. Like, get out of here. If you don't like it, go like the things you do like. You like hiking? Well, then go hang out with hikers. If you like acting, then go to the fucking Oscars. Why are you at the Shorty Awards when you don't think that social media awards are valid? Like, what do you think that you were going to be doing here? Maybe it was just me. I just feel like I went off on a little rant. But honestly, like, I've seen so many people be like, that guy was funny. Even my family was like, we were watching the Shorty Awards, that guy was funny. I was like, he wasn't funny. He was a dick. He tries to come off as funny, but honestly, it just came off as like, in the room when you were there and you felt the tension that he brought in, it was just like a huge damper. Everyone that went up and accepted their award after that was like, well, I was really excited to win this, but, you know, Adam made it. It's like, fuck you, Adam. Literally, seriously, you're just a party pooper life ruiner who wanted to make other people feel bad. I hope you're happy that you made other people feel bad. But in the meantime, we're going to celebrate our accomplishments in any way we feel fit. And whether that's for Best in Beauty, which is a valid category, and I was excited to be there, or it's for Best Snapchatter of the Year. Maybe it's not valid to you, but it's valid to somebody else. So, excuse me. Sorry for that rant. If you don't agree with me, hey, that's your right, that's your opinion, but that's how I feel, and I think that it's not cool to be a dick. I don't know. It's not cool to be an asshole to people. It's kind of like cool in 2018 to be a dick to people, and people love that. Others will like, people who do that, this and that way, like, what are you thinking? That's not the way that this person does. Who gives a shit how that person does it? Celebrity makeup artists are incredible at their craft, but I think I do makeup okay too. And I think you do too. And even if you don't, literally, and I mean this so wholeheartedly, it is just makeup. It's just makeup. It washes off. Little bit of oil, little bit of cleanser, done. Start over. You want glass skin? You want completely caked with the full coverage matte foundation, powder, concealer, drag, eyebrows? You do you. That's fine. It's makeup, for crying out loud. It's honestly not that deep. Because I had a comment on my last video and somebody was like, oh yeah, wow, I don't know where cut creases came from. They're not a big thing. Pixie Woo says that they're not realistic makeup. How is it not realistic makeup? I go out with cut creases every day. It's realistic makeup. I love Pixie Woo. I think they do incredible makeup. I love their fresh skin and minimal products and their use of their hands to put on their makeup. But I disagree with saying that other people's method is wrong when it's not your method. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And I feel like I just went off on a rant. I'm not even in a bad mood. I'm in a great mood, actually. And I'm gonna go do my hair. I'm gonna go jump on a trampoline, and I'm gonna go eat an exorbitant amount of pizza and crepes. And I'm gonna have a good time doing it. I'm sorry if this was a damper. I started off on a really high note, and then we ended on a kind of angry note. But I've wanted to say this since the Shorty Awards, but I didn't have a place or a time to do it, and I rarely do Chit Chat Get Ready With Me's as much anymore, so what a better time and place. So yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go and have a good day, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. If you guys have not yet, make sure you guys follow me on all my other social media stuff. I always say this, but I feel like you just skip right past it. It's just part of my outro now. People don't actually do the things, but you actually should. Go follow on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. Instagram and Twitter are the two main. You won't regret it, I don't think. If you do, unfollow. All right, and I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing a chit. Wow, hello. Are you broken? You aren't even plugged in. Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing a chit chat. Get ready with me. Oh, I am going today, when we remember, that is, oh, because you guys are gonna be shook at it.